to escort her on stage, please. She is very keen on physical fitness, in fact, and runs marathons and motivates individuals to take part of it. To share a few words with us, please.
What about?
To share a few words with us.
Yeah. I'm very excited and very thrilled to be here among all of you. So good, highly professional. I'm really happy. I'm so fortunate to be among you. And especially I should thank Geeta and his team for giving me this opportunity. I'm a great freak fitness person. You know, from my childhood, I've been into athletics, and of course, I've gone through a lot during my childhood and all. Because of my fitness, because of my fitness freak, because of my sports and athletics, it carried on, and it gave me a push. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. That really gave me a lot of strength. That's why I'm here. I'm standing in front of you today. Because you need to be physically fit. Then it gives you, automatically you emotionally also become, well, you feel that I'm good, I'm feeling good. That kind of a feeling you get. So I studied in Bangalore. I'm brought up from Bangalore, and studied in Bangalore University. After that, clinical psychology. I worked in Nimmans also. Then I had to get married to an army officer. I was forced to, in fact, because I wanted to pursue my career. They said no. I lost my father very early. That's why my brother said, no, you have to get married. He's an army officer. Well, he's a physician, of course. It's a very good opportunity. You may see a different thing. At that point of time, I have to give up my profession. I had to go a little low in my profession. And I have to give up my part of my profession as a clinical psychologist. And then, of course, I didn't give up. That was there. That burning was still there in my mind. I have to do service. I had to give up my best to my society, what I have got it from my society. So I kept on working on it. Wherever my husband was posted, I was working as a counselor in the school, different school, and of course, family welfare. I was actively involved in army family welfares, helping them, because the amount of stress which army officers' wives and the children goes through, this is nothing what you are all going through. It's nothing. I have seen it. What they most of the time they get separated from their husband, and they'll be separated. The amount of stress army officer's wife and the children go through is enormous. You can't imagine. So you can imagine whenever you're in the stress, when they can face, they are coming up in their life, why not we? You should always think it that way. So you're not alone who is going through like this. So this gave me a vast experience. This gave me a lot of, I should do something for it's my passion. In fact, I don't do it for my money and all, because my husband is very well placed and all that. I do it for a passion. I spend a lot of time with each of my client to understand. We understand the feelings. Understand the feelings of another individual is important. When you are dealing with the clients also, you need to understand about their feelings, how they are, whether you are getting connected to their feelings and able to grasp it and get it in your hand. It's very important. So for that, you need to be Swalpa adjust Maadi. You must be hearing, this is a very usual word, right? Wherever you go, Swalpa adjust Madkoli. Where do you find, can anybody of you tell me, where do you find this Swalpa adjust Maadi in your day-to-day life? Can anybody tell me an example? In the public transport. And what about this one? Maid. Swalpa adjust Madkoli, madam. Erdisa barala. So, so you will be in the thick soup, because you had planned so many of your things in your, ma'am, Swalpa adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡಿ madam. You go through that, really you don't know, you're mentally you will become balanced, I mean you tend to go emotionally stressed. For that reason, you need to plan. This woman is not permanent. Anyway, she'll take off, on and off. So I need to be parallelly working. So if I just have to do the basic things and get out of the house of my work. So you need to be prepared. So I don't want you to get stressed out when she says, Swalpa adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Even in when you are traveling under public transport and all that, suddenly you are not expecting that person to say Swalpa adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So suddenly when that person, what the hell he is saying, you tend to remember, look at it. So in that way, so he's not in the right frame of mind. You just have to calm down. For somebody's fault behavior, you need not lose your balance, lose your feelings and get stressed out of it. That's why I'm telling you need to be mentally, keeping your mental health is very important. It's not so easy to Swalpa adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. Even because we all go through. It's not that all of us go through this stress on and off and off. In that bargain, we may lose a good health. We may skip our exercise. We skip first thing, we say, oh, okay, we'll not go for exercise. We'll adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಇವತ್ತು. You will say that. I don't want you to skip your exercise. Adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, you should not skip your exercise. It is like part of your brushing teeth, brushing your taking bath and all that. You should never skip your exercise. I really insist on this. Gives you a lot of strength, emotional strength and the physical strength, and you can deal with I think the day start with the exercise will give you some kind of a well-being state of mind. So adral matra dayaviಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ physical fitness ಅಲ್ಲಿ. You must work hard and try to be stable, and you can develop mental fitness there. As Priya was telling about in my previous presentation, you need to build up social network and all that, take the support. It's very important for you to balance between work and life. Priya was mentioning in the earlier presentation. It's so important, and you can't work, you think that I have to get fame, I have to become a superstar, a superwoman and all that. It's not that way. You need to have team. Priya was so much insisting on that, working as a team. I really liked that. She was saying that you need to work as a team, try to exchange your business card, try to work as a team. That makes great wonder, and your stress level also comes down. And you must always have that emergency backup. Even in the army and all that, they don't, if they plan 1 and 2 something, suppose something they want to plan, they always have that emergency backup thing all the time. They usually have that. So you must be prepared for that, and when there is an emergency, so that you will not get stressed out. So when you think that you're pushed to the corner, you have to do certain things and all that, that's a cognitive behavior therapy. We say that you try to slow down. You, instead of doing it fast, you just take a breath and slow down, close your eyes. Okay, these are the things, go a little bit slow down. That gives you a lot of nice feeling, and I'm sure you'll be able to do with all the activities what you want to. I find some of the people, dwelling in that guilt feeling. This is quite common. All of us would have gone through some traumatic experience in our past life. Something or the other would have happened. See, like me, even I have gone through a lot of traumatic experience. Like I lost my father, I had to work, or I had to teach students to go to my college. I had to take tuitions, and with that money I have to. So I never dwelt in that. I lost my father, I'm missing something. So never dwell. No, push yourself. You can do it. That's what Priya was also saying. Insist on that. You need to push yourself. Don't dwell in that emotional guilt feeling, because you'll be losing a lot of energy there. And that will make you immobilized. You can't move forward. And instead of that, you think about it. What could have happened? oh, this could, you think about it rationally think about the entire situation. Suppose something gone wrong, you say that, oh, somebody has said this, somebody has this. You think about what would have made him to say, him or she to say this kind of a thing. And okay, you can try to let go of it, and in that way you can balance your work and life better. Even in some family issues will be there between your relatives, yeah, every time she goes out, that's quite common, she's neglecting, especially mother-in-laws. Or, oh, she doesn't care about children, she doesn't care about husbands, she doesn't cook food. These are all the common things which I do here. They come and discuss with me about mother-in-law is asking me not to use that soap, this soap. They come and discuss with me. I feel for small little, these reasons you keep worrying about it. There are so many other things, your own personal issues, you need to think about it. So you say, my mother-in-law is not allowing me to do this. My mother-in-law asks me to wear saris all the time. My mother-in-law, see, you just, you know how to handle this. This is where you need to balance between this. Suppose if she's keep on cornering you, they don't dwell in that guilt feeling, oh, I made a mistake marrying this person. You cannot keep changing the partners, right? So you deal with it. So you need to deal with that mother-in-law. Go and talk, don't involve your husband. Go, don't dwell in that guilt feeling, oh, I married a wrong partner, I married this thing, this. Don't, see, because you need to have a clear cut in your mind when you are coming to the office, when you're coming in a work atmosphere. My mother-in-law said this. Some of the women come and discuss about their family issues in the work atmosphere. That means they are pulling you also into the negative thing and all that. When they say, he said, can we talk something? When you're in a business, this thing and all that, see, they are always better to go to a counselor or a therapist who is there in your organization, because they will not judge you. They will not form an opinion about you when you go and discuss with them. When you discuss with among your friends and all that, what happens? Oh, they'll start judging you. Oh, she is not able to adjust. You will be creating a wrong impression among your friends and all that, colleagues and all that. It's better you need to let go of it, deal with it with your mother-in-law, then finish it off. Don't carry it to your office place, and don't keep dwelling in that guilt feeling. My mother-in-law said this, my sister-in-law said this, so don't think about it logic. They are not in the right frame of mind. So it can happen to anybody. So if you think about it in this way, you will be able to get out of that guilt feeling. Next thing is, I want you to establish boundaries. This is very important for us, for all women. We need to draw our boundaries, because people are just waiting to take advantage of us. And we need to train our children also to draw their boundaries when because they are constantly getting exposed. Because we do hear about a lot of child abuse cases in our OPDs. Lot of child abuse cases. People who are adult, who are married also, would have had their child abuse. It has been asked to suppress, they're forced to suppress their feelings. So it is better you train your children, train yourself also to draw your boundaries when you're dealing with relationship. It's very, very important. And people may try to use you. People may try to come into your space. So you should immediately be aware of it. You must be aware of it. This person is trying to use me. This person is taking advantage of me. In that case, you need to quickly come to awareness. You need to turn to say no, and draw your boundaries and have your space, and you feel nice about it. Suppose somebody is just calling you, keep calling you. That's quite happened to all of us. Keep calling you, bothering constantly, and turn to switch off. Especially in the night and all, after 9 o'clock, I want you to draw your boundary, because you're all absolutely very stressed out, because balancing between family and work and all that, it's not so easy. Especially my sincere request is to switch off your gadgets and all those things after certainly. You must draw your boundaries especially. And of course, it's an imaginary, illusionary line. You need to do it for yourself. And of course, and what is acceptable behavior, you need to know. If I behave in this manner, will my colleagues, will my other people will be able to accept me? You should know. I cannot go around, keep throwing my tantrums and crying in front of everyone because I have come from this background, this. That's not going to be helpful. You need to be controlled behaviors. You need to have your self-control. When you have your self-control, automatically your self-esteem, and you'll gain your self-confidence also very well. So you need to behave in acceptable manner, which is acceptable to others. You need to think about, today I'm well-dressed, I'm going out, I'm going to speak to all of them. So you should have that, you will get that confidence when you're aware of yourself, when you're aware of what is acceptable behavior to others and acceptable to yourself also. So that you need to understand that way you are be drawing your boundaries there. And one more thing, you need to say, you must say no. This is very, very important. As you know, in the Pink is a very good movie. If you don't learn, you must learn to say no. Well, no means no. That means people will, I do get a lot of cases who have been exploited, especially during relationship. They exploit. Men will try to exploit because they think that we are easily, just because we are working, just because we are socializing and all that, they may try to exploit for their own benefit. Therefore, they may be a little selfish in satisfying their pleasure. So we need to say no at that point of time and need to aware of the consequence. If I say yes, what is going to be the consequences? So learn to say no little when you are not comfortable. And next thing is determine standards. Standards, you should have some kind of a standards, it cannot be substandard. We are all so well qualified. We have got very good cognitive skills. We can't be substandard. So, and as Priya was also saying that we can't be saying perfection, we can't be perfectionist. So if you tend to be perfectionist, you go through a lot of stress. You go through, and not only you also go through, you will be, all your family members also will be going through. Keep the books in that way. Keep your shoes in that way. You will be stressing. You will be telling them, my son doesn't, as soon as he comes down, they'll come and throw the things here. So it is just not possible. You do it yourself. When you go back home, you put your chunni in your right place, put your sarees in your place. Children are observing you. And they will do it. Automatically they will pick up, and because they are constantly observing and try to pick up your thing. I give you a very good example. One of my patients came with a problem saying that my child is getting abused, not verbally abused from the schools and all, because he was little disabled and all that. So, and he's not willing to go to school and all that. She was saying that. So she was also very, very stressed. She wanted all the sympathy for her child because he was little disabled and all that. So I was looking, so she was restless. She was, my child cannot afford to get bullied from the other children. He is a special child to me, because it was a special child to her. So I was talking to the child and explained to him how to deal with when children are bullying him, how to deal with. He was able to do that. Then I took a special session to the mother and explained to her, you should not get affected with your child is getting better. He is constantly observing. Is something bad that is happening to me? He feels that. So you should stop expressing that in front of your child. In front of the child, she's telling to everyone, to her friends and her relatives, my child is getting bullied, So she wants everyone to sympathize her, pity her, the child is disabled. I said, you stop doing that. You just be calm and you try to relax. You are not the only one who is having disabled child or something. So many others are there. You try to behave in a calm manner. Definitely that will have a lot of effect on your child. So it happens that way that child was able to handle it, and she was also started behaving well. And child After a few days, he said that, Mama, these days you are not getting tense. You are so cool. You are so calm. So this is, see how they have observed and have communicated. And she came and told me, ma'am, you're right. I was the one who was ruining his way of behavior, and he was able to handle it very well during his school times. So because mother was able to handle it, he was. This is a very good example. I thought I should share it with you all. And live by your own standards. There's nothing like you know, you are all well qualified, so you need to know what is the best standard. You believe in that, and no one can make you feel inferior because you're this, that, your mother-in-law, especially your mother-in-law, she may try to make you feel inferior. So without your consent, she cannot make you inferior. So you do well, believe in your behavior, believe in your field that you feel confident. And especially the children, I want you to create time for yourself. When you're when you're spending quality time with your children, I want you to be there 100%. Because it's not that, oh, I didn't send that mail, I didn't do that. Oh, Geeta ma'am said this, I forgot to do that. You maybe don't be in that frame of mind when you're with your children. Because we professional, we have to do that. See, when I'm in my profession, I don't think about my home, what's happening there. I know I've completed. If something goes wrong, it's okay. They will manage. It's not that something drastic change will happen. It's okay, they will manage. So when you are in the profession, you know you should be there. You should be there, and suddenly you can concentrate very well. So when you're spending quality time with your children, you need to pick up their emotional feelings. It's very important. They may be communicating to you what's happened in their personal life, whether in the playtime or during the school time, somebody has touched their private parts or something like that. They will be communicating to you indirectly. So if you are not emotionally understand their feelings, you will be missing out something very important. So that's why when you're spending quality time with your family, just be there. Probably when your husband is also wanting to share something with you and thinking that you are so stressed out with your office work or something like that, he may not like to share. He may suppress. With that, he may go through a lot of physical ailment and all that. So, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ನೀವು. You have to balance there. And then find time to relax. This is where you need to adjust your time to relax. Relax your mind. There are a lot of relaxation techniques. You can go to it and try to relax your mind, and then that will benefit you tremendously. And see, you need to recharge your batteries. So if you on and off, this relaxation technique will help you to recharge your batteries and make you feel better. And then get it organized. So set your priorities. This is a cognitive behavior therapy. We say that we need to prioritize what we want to do in your day to every day. Before you get out of the house, you see what are the priorities which you do it. That will help you to adjust your life in a better manner. Create certain list in your, even at home also I create certain list. Okay, this. So every time I finish, okay, I pat myself. Okay, I've finished it. So you get it organized, and you feel so nice about yourself. And then you need to have a lot of energy by not worrying about certain things. So you will be wasting a lot of energy by worrying about what has happened. So when you're get it organized, you will not be thinking about it. And you have to be a little flexible when you're doing certain things. So ideally, I say that you have to be adjust ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So when you are flexible, when you are physically active and all, you tend to be flexible. You will try to adjust yourself, and you forgive things what is not being done. You don't certain things goes out of your control. You're trying to let go of that. And see, children are usually some of the parents will come and discuss it with me about the child's problem and all that. So in that case, you need to understand it is just a temporary phase. They can help, they can overcome that. If you are there, if you are spending quality time, they should be able to get over of that. And take the responsibility whenever it is possible. So don't hesitate when, as Priya was saying, don't hesitate to take the challenges in your life. You believe in you believe in yourself. What are the cognitive skills you have? Definitely you'll be able to do well. And I insist on it, don't be in a comfortable, I have a very nice boss, Kinta is very good, I have a very nice atmosphere. Don't be in the comfortable zone all the time. You may thrown into uncomfortable zone anytime, so you should be prepared for that. And I'm sure you will be able to do that. Using your cognitive skills, you will be able to overcome that if you are prepared for the uncomfortable zone also. And so you need to see, the last thing I say, you need to change your goals sometimes, because if you want to be successful, as I said that I was a counselor for the schools and the family welfare, even though I was out of Bangalore. So I was doing that. You need to change yourself, but still you can achieve whatever you want to. So never work for money or something. So that will not help you in your having a good sleep and all that. So try to do it in a for your own well-being, feel happy whatever you, and enjoy the quality time is very important. See, I need to mention about certain things. You follow rituals. See, some of the rituals which we follow, like wedding ceremony or any puja ceremony, get involved there. That gives you kind of a relaxation for you. That make you feel nice. You're wearing a nice dress, some nice foods are there. These are the things will relax your mind. You're nicely dressed up. Oh, nice paisam is there, nice obottu is there. So enjoy that, making that obottu and all that paisa. That gives you kind of a relax. You just see for you. Thinking about your work, so I'm making nice obottu for my family, nice may paisa for my family, makes you feel nice. So that's why you get involved into the rituals, very important in our life. So, next thing is I need to find a reliable child care also, because of your frequent child abuses which is happening. So even the more awareness is coming to an end. Even earlier also we had these abuses and all that. So now it is coming into awareness. So just teach your children how to be bad touch and good touch and all that. And live in a integrated life. Things, it should be harmonious life. Work and family life should be there. There is no single formula as this is balancing this way and all that. So it's your own thing. See, when the patient come to us, we don't use this theory, that theory and all. We combine, we look at it, we tailor-made it, and accordingly we help them. We do the therapy and all that. So that's how you spend a lot of time with your family. That's what. So nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. That's what I would like to say. Any questions?
Any questions amongst the audience, please?
Any questions, please? Anything you have difficulty in adjusting, Swalpa adjust really, any difficulty in balancing between work and life, you're most welcome. No one?
Can we request Geeta ma'am to present a small memento to Dr. Sugami Ramesh?
Yeah.